से आए, अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Good morning. Let's listen to Baba's invaluable elevated portions, and today's Murli is based on Baba's praise. That is, he is the purifier, he is the ocean of knowledge, and is the ocean of purity, and he is the ocean of that peace and happiness. So Baba says, so the task which is carried out by Baba when he comes, that is to purify the impure ones. How does he carry out his task? It's the first and the foremost thing which is told by Baba is, so Baba comes and gives the introduction of the soul, and he makes the lesson of the soul conscious very firm. You are not this body, you are a soul. So when So Baba tells, consider yourself as a soul, that is, you are a soul, and be in that consciousness and start doing everything. And the awareness of this transforms your attitude from being impure to pure. And another aspect, Baba says, Baba comes to make the souls imbibe the virtue of purity. And when this, so you will start becoming pure, and you become worthy of becoming that prince from a beggar. And the third aspect is, Baba is the ocean of knowledge. And the ocean of knowledge comes and he gives the knowledge, that is, he gives that wisdom and understanding. So that understanding also makes us pure. It doesn't mean that Baba came and just described the things which are mentioned in the scriptures. Of course, it's portrayed in the pictures that Brahma's palm is filled with all the scriptures. So Baba says he just comes to explain the essence of all the scriptures. So when you imbibe this knowledge, the soul becomes pure, clean. So Baba's praise. So of course, based on Baba's virtues or based on his qualities, his task is also understood. And let's listen to Baba's invaluable elevated versions. Today's date is 20th July. The essence: sweet children, purity is the basis of changing from a beggar to a prince. It's only by becoming pure that you receive the kingdom of that pure world. Question: which lesson of this school changes you from a human being into a deity? Baba says, which lesson of this school changes you from a human being into a deity? Answer: in this school, you learn the lesson every day of not being a body but a soul. It's by becoming soul conscious that you change from a human being into a deity and from an ordinary human into Narayan. At this time, all human beings are worshippers, that is, they are impure and body conscious. And this is why they continue to call out to the Purifier Father. The song, leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. Devotees just call out to God, Om Shanti. You children know who said Om Shanti? Which children? Who said? Baba says, children said. Which children? Do you souls know whose soul said Om Shanti? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul said that. You children know that it wasn't the soul of a human being who said it. So the human being can't give that expression. So the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, Shiv said it. That Father of all is the highest on high. You heard in the song, there is a huge shadow of Maya over Bharat. They have become very impure, and there comes another maybe in that lyrics it's written that there is the shadow of Maya over Bharat, and they have become impure, and that's why they call out, "O purifier, come once again to purify us." And it is souls, just leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth to purify us. So the souls call out to their Father, the one who is called God. They say that He alone is the purifier. The souls call out. They call out to their Father, the one who is called God, and they say He alone is the purifier. There is praise of only one. He is the unlimited Father of all the souls. And here all have become impure. Only the Supreme Soul is called the Father, that is the unlimited Father of all the souls. All have become impure here, that's why they call out, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. He alone is the ocean of knowledge and the purifier. He is the Father and also the teacher, because He is the ocean of knowledge and the world almighty authority. This is the praise of Baba. So it's the Supreme Soul, is the purifier, is the ocean of knowledge. He is the Father, is the teacher, and is the world almighty authority. He is also the knower of all the Vedas, scriptures, and the Granth, etc. He is called the knowledgeful one. At this time, all call out to the Father from beyond. They call the Father from beyond because they are unhappy. All the human souls just call out the one Father. Why do they call? Because they are unhappy. They call out to God, the Father. He also has to have a name. The name they remember Him by is Shiv Baba. Only He is the highest on high, the ocean of knowledge, the ocean of happiness, and the ocean of peace. And human souls just... So today's praise is all about the praise of God. That's why, because if we are singing the praise of God, definitely He would have performed such an act. So human souls praise the Father, whose soul is the highest on high. That is of the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. He is the supreme, and impure human beings just remember Him. When Bharat was pure and the kingdom of the deities in the golden age, there was no one impure there. And that's the Tamo Pradhan. So Baba says that was the golden age. The entire Murli is based on one word, that is purifier, and taking that word as the basis, Baba just explains all the things relevant to that. So Baba says when Bharat was pure in the golden age, when it was the kingdom of the deities, you don't find any impure ones there, impure being there. And this is a Tamo Pradhan world, and that is why all the souls living in this world are sinful souls. This Bharat that was pure has now become impure. Because of being sinful, they have become impure. Here in the Iron Age, all are impure. You know that. The ocean of knowledge, the purifier, the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul comes from the Supreme region and teaches you through Brahma. He definitely needs a body. Baba just purifies the soul through the knowledge. He gives that wisdom and makes us wise. It's not about suppressing your emotions. It's about studying, understanding. When you become wise, then automatically we make our actions very elevated. So Baba teaches through Brahma. So definitely Baba needs a body. If Baba comes, of course he needs a medium to teach. So these things aren't mentioned in the scriptures. How does the Supreme Soul, that is the ocean of knowledge, comes and teaches this knowledge. Those things aren't mentioned in the scriptures. Only the ocean of knowledge, who is the authority, knows everything. In Bharat, they show a picture of Brahma emerging from the navel of Vishnu, and they have even shown him with the scriptures in his hand. Vishnu doesn't relate the essence of all the scriptures. The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, if Brahma emerged from the navel of Vishnu and Brahma's hand has got all the scriptures, so do you mean Vishnu gave the knowledge of all the scriptures to Brahma? So Vishnu doesn't relate, first of all, the essence of all the scriptures. So Baba says the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Father, who is the ocean of knowledge, just explains to you the essence of all the scriptures through Brahma. He is also the creator of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Neither Brahma, Shiv Baba is also known as Tridev, that is, he stands above these three deities, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar. And neither Brahma, and just leave about, neither Brahma or Vishnu is called the ocean of knowledge, and Shankar can't even be considered. He is just shown as a memorial for destruction. So Baba says, whether Brahma, Vishnu, Shankar can be considered as God or the Supreme Soul. So who is the Supreme Soul, or who is the ocean of knowledge? So Baba says the incorporeal, the highest on high Supreme Soul is the purifier. This is the praise of that Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. And here too, it is the souls who are praised. It is the soul who says through the body that I am the president, I am the barrister, I am such and such a minister. It is the soul who receives that status. The soul says through the body, I shed this body and take another. The Father comes at this time and he says, children, become soul conscious. I, your Father, have come to teach you this lesson. The most fundamental foundation of becoming pure is this knowledge and the soul conscious stage. Baba, that's why it says, become soul conscious. I, your Father, now have come to teach you this. Baba directly says, I, your Father, have come to teach you this. So I have come to teach you this lesson. So Baba has come to teach the lesson of the soul conscious. This is the school in which you change from humans into deities, from an ordinary man into Narayan, from an ordinary woman into Lakshmi. All souls call out to the Father, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, now come into this corporeal world from the incorporeal world. Change your form. It is said that just leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. So when Baba comes, definitely he has to change his form. When each of you incorporeal souls enters a body, you enter a womb and take rebirth. The difference between how Baba comes and how the souls come is that the souls just enter the womb and take birth, whereas the Supreme Soul doesn't enter the womb. So Father explains, each of you has taken 84 births through a womb. You shut this body and again enter another womb, and this is how you take 84 births, whereas I don't enter the womb. You people of Bharat originally belonged to the Deity religion. So Baba, there is no need for Baba to just enter the womb to purify the world. You people of Bharat originally belonged to the Deity religion. So Baba just comes and awakens us, and he tells us these things. You continue to come down the ladder and went into the warrior clan, merchant clan, then the Shudra clan, then the degrees continued to decrease. Bharat was 16 celestial degrees full, and then it became 14 celestial degrees. The people of Bharat don't know their own births. It is the people of Bharat who take 84 births. None of those of other religions take 84 births. and you have become the spinners of the discus of self-realization. This is the matter of knowledge. By becoming, how the journey starts from the golden age, and how does the soul take 84 births. So that's why Baba says, with this knowledge you become the spinners of the discus of self-realization. It's a matter of the knowledge. By becoming the spinners of the discus of self-realization, you become emperors of heaven, that is the rulers of the globe. You understand very clearly that you have come here to become pure from impure. Why do we come here? Why have you come? To become pure from impure. This is an impure world. Only the one Father is the purifier, the bestower of salvation for all. Everyone calls out to him. They remember the Father, not Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna didn't speak the Gita. In order to become pure from impure, people remember God, not Sri Krishna. The Gita is the most elevated scripture of all the scriptures. That is the most elevated jewel actually. The Gita of Bharat is the scripture of which religion? The original eternal deity religion. Who sung the Gita? Who taught you Raj Yoga? The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, the Purifier Father. You souls who are incorporeal have adopted the corporeal bodies. No corporeal human beings can be called God. God is the purifier, so human beings can't be considered as God. Although Lakshmi and Narayan exist in the golden age, they aren't gods. They aren't called gods. That's just a title given to them. According, Baba just gives this that title of God is just given to them. According to the law, the people of the world just consider Lakshmi Narayan as God and goddess, goddesses and God. So Baba says, according to the law, there is just one God. The creator is one and the rest are deities. It's a matter of 5,000 years ago when it became the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. They were called the emperors and the emperor. God doesn't become an emperor. He's the Father who comes, and how wonderful version Baba says. The Lakshmi and Narayan are called empress or emperor. God doesn't become an emperor because he didn't rule the kingdom. That's why he will not be called the emperor. That's why it is said that the deities are not called God. He is the Father who comes and makes the people of Bharat into deities. Now, no one belongs to the deity religion. This is called the Ravan community because it's the kingdom of Ravan. Because that's the kingdom. They continue to burn an effigy of Ravan year after year because he's the old enemy. However, people of Bharat don't know him, and it's not even mentioned in the scriptures who Ravan is. Why have they shown Ravan with 10 heads? Because Ravan was a Brahman. Why have they shown Ravan with 10 heads? These things have to be understood very clearly. Human beings have completely stone intellects. Lakshmi and Narayan are said to be those with divine intellects, and it used to be the kingdom of lords and the lords and ladies of divinity. As were the king and the queen, so were the subjects. There is no other land of happiness like Bharat. When Bharat was heaven, there were. Baba says there you don't find any other land which is as pure as the Bharat, and uh, the land of happiness. When Bharat was heaven, there was no illness, sorrow, disease, etc. That was the most beautiful world where you don't find any disease or illness or sorrow. There was that complete happiness there. It is said the praise of God is infinite. In the same way, the praise of Bharat is also infinite. Just like the praise of God is infinite, Bharat's praise is infinite because that's the birthplace of that is the birthplace of Baba, and Baba had made that Bharat like that. So what's the basis of that praise? It's based on purity. Though everything is just dependent on one thing, that is purity. They even call out because they are all impure. So one becomes, the soul and the body becomes pure when we practice that celibacy. And so Baba says what makes you pure is that purity, the soul conscious stage, and Baba's knowledge. There is no peace or prosperity. You people of Bharat have now understood that you were the Sun dynasty deities, and then you gradually became impure, and this is called the land of death, and it has to be set on fire. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Shiv. The iron-aged world is called the land of death. That is, Ravan's kingdom is called the land of death, and it has to be set on fire. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Shiv, because the sacrificial fire just ignites that. So they even call it the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. The Rudra, the Supreme Soul, comes and creates that sacrificial fire. People give it many different names. Wherever they see an image of Shiv, they give it a different name. They build many temples to the one and use different names. Because all the Shiv Baba's titles are based on either his virtues or qualities or his task. So the father sits here and explains there is this knowledge, devotion and disinterest, and devotion is just coming to an end, and you are disinterested in devotion. That is, you are disinterested in this old world, and this old world is to be destroyed. So children ask, Baba, how can we become pure from impure? New ones aren't allowed to come here. Baba just reveals. Similarly, if a new student were to go and sit in a college, he wouldn't understand anything. No one knows how human beings change into deities. Impure human beings become pure. At this time, Bharat is a beggar. Because of this impurity, Bharat has become beggar. In the golden age, Bharat was a prince. Sri Krishna was the number one prince of the golden age. He had all the virtues, and the kingdom is said to be that of Lakshmi or Narayan. Sri Krishna was just a prince and Radhe was a princess. Baba says he was the prince, and we never call it so. It was the kingdom of Sri Krishna. No. So Baba says it is called the kingdom of Lakshmi Narayan. Sri Krishna was just a prince and Radha was a princess, and it is the praise of Prince Sri Krishna that is remembered. full of all virtues, 16 celestial degrees full, completely voiceless. He didn't speak the Gita, he was the prince of the golden age. It's impossible for him to teach the lessons of the Gita to impure human beings to make them pure. Baba says it's highly impossible. Why is it impossible? Because he was the golden age prince, and how does he come in the iron age and relate or teach this knowledge? All of those scriptures belong to the path of devotion. There is so much praise of the scriptures, and in the golden age there is no other scriptures, pictures of the path of devotion. Then there is the reward of this knowledge for 21 births. You are claiming your fortune of the kingdom of the golden age once again. The people of Bharat became the masters of the world in golden age 5,000 years ago. There wasn't any partition there. It's a matter of 5,000 years. It's now the end of the iron age. Destruction is just ahead. That was the undivided kingdom. Destruction is just ahead, and God is created the sacrificial fire of this knowledge in order to make this impure world, that is this impure iron age, into pure golden age. That is this impure iron age into a pure golden age. Therefore, there definitely has to be the destruction of this impure world. It's remembered that the establishment of the original eternal deity religion took place through Brahma. Shiv Baba is now carrying that out through Brahma. How does he carry out? So Baba just carries out the task through Brahma. You are now changing from human beings into deities. It's remembered that Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, carries out the task of establishment through Brahma. That one is Prajapita, that is the father of people, and all are his children, and heaven. Baba is the Supreme Soul, and Brahma Baba is the father of the people, and Shiv Baba is the father of souls. And heaven was definitely established through Brahma. 5,000 years ago, I came at the confluence age in order to teach you Raj Yoga. It wasn't Sri Krishna, but I who came. Baba just reminds us that Baba came at the confluence age in order to teach Raj Yoga. It wasn't Sri Krishna who came, but I who came. Baba just reminds us, children, it wasn't Sri Krishna who came, it was I who came. So Sri Krishna can't even enter the impure world. Such a completely voiceless soul, how can he even step into this impure world? So Baba says even the shadow of such voiceless souls can't touch this ground. So Baba is the bestower of the salvation for all. Human beings can't grant salvation to human beings. Everyone remembers that one. And where does the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul reside? Where does he reside? You children know that he resides in the supreme region. It's the great element of Brahma. And the souls that are pure, just like great souls, here too, they speak of great souls and the sinful souls. So the soul in the supreme abode is just pure. So in fact, just they speak, but you don't find a single great soul here. It is souls who have to become pure and Sato Pradhan with this knowledge and yoga, not with water. How does the soul become pure and Sato Pradhan with the knowledge and yoga? Not with the water. Because people say the Ganges is the purifier, so Baba says it's not that. In fact, the knowledge and yoga make the soul pure and satopradhan. It is souls who become impure and alloys mixed in the souls. It is souls who become golden, silver, copper, and iron. Now, who can purify souls who have become impure? No one except the Supreme Soul can purify you. The Father sits here and says, constantly remember me alone. How does he purify everyone? So Baba sits here and explains, constantly remember me alone and your sins will be absolved, because the remembrance will purify the soul. The more you remember me from being impure, purer you will become. There is the effort in this. You have all of this knowledge in your intellect. The Murli is based on how the journey starts. So Baba says, of course, that requires effort to be in the constant remembrance. You, of course, have all of this knowledge in your intellects of how the world cycle turns, of how do you take 84 births, of how long the kingdom of the golden age continues, then how Ravan comes. No one even knows who the Ravan is. No one knows when they started burning an effigy of Ravan. And they burn it every year. They don't burn it in the golden age. It's now the kingdom of Ravan. No one can establish the kingdom of Ram. It's the task of the Father alone. Impure human beings can't do this. All of them had to be destroyed. This impure world has to be destroyed. Baba says impure human beings can't establish Ram's kingdom. Not a single person in the golden age says, "Oh purifier, come." It's the most elevated one. You are now also the children of Shiv Baba. You are also the grandsons and the granddaughters. You belong to the dynasty of Shiv, and also you are Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. Baba says you belong to the dynasty of Shiv, and you are Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. You receive your inheritance from the grandfather. The Father says, constantly remember me alone. Become pure. You will come to me in the land of liberation. Only those who understand these things in the previous cycle will understand them now. We all become pure. Just go and go with Baba to the land of liberation. There are thousands of them. Some ask how many BKs there are. Tell them there are thousands of us. This divine tree continues to grow, and the sapling of the original eternal deity religion is now being planted again, because the deity religion no longer exists. They all call themselves Hindus. They have been converted to other religions because the religion itself doesn't exist. All of them then emerge again and claim their inheritance from the Father. You have come to the unlimited Father to claim your inheritance of unlimited happiness. All of them have to come. What do they do when they come? They will claim their inheritance from Baba. So you have come to the unlimited Father to claim your inheritance of unlimited happiness, that is to change from humans into deities. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father and Bab Dada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance and say good morning, Namaste to the Mother, Father and Bab Dada. And today's first, this is for Dharna, the first one. In order to become pure from impure, become strong in the yoga and knowledge. Remove the alloy in your soul by making the effort of having remembrance. Second, maintain the intoxication that we Brahmins, the mouthbound creation of Brahma, are the top notes, and only the Brahmins have a right to the inheritance because we are all the grandchildren of Shiv Baba. Brahmins get a right to their inheritance because they are the grandchildren of Shiv Baba. Today's Baba's blessing. May you be a master purifier who transforms any impure atmosphere with your powerful attitude. So the blessing is also in connection with the Murli. May you be a master purifier who transforms any impure atmosphere with your powerful attitude. No matter what the atmosphere may be, your powerful attitude can transform that atmosphere. Even if the atmosphere is full of vices, your attitude should be viceless. Baba says, no matter what kind of atmosphere you are in, Baba says your attitude should be viceless. Those who make impure ones pure can't be influenced by the impure atmosphere. Be a master purifier. They don't get influenced by an impure atmosphere. Those who make impure ones pure. Be a master purifier. Finish any impure and weak atmosphere with your powerful attitude. Don't create such an atmosphere by speaking about it. To speak about the weak or impure atmosphere is also a sin. Slogan. Now sow the seed of God's recognition on earth. Revelation will take place. Baba can be revealed. The seed of God's recognition should be sown. Today's object signal. Stay in the volcanic stage and experience powerful remembrance. Yoga means the power of silence. This power of silence can very easily transform oneself and others. The elements as well as souls will be transformed with this power. You transform souls by giving them the course in words, but in order to transform the elements, you need the power of silence. You, of course, need the power of yoga. How the transformation takes place, it happens with the power of silence. Use the power of silence to transform yourself as well as others. Of course, you can transform the nature. Your yoga can be powerful only when all other thoughts have become quiet. Your yoga can be powerful when all other thoughts have become quiet. There is just one thought, that is Baba and I. All thoughts apart from the experience of the meeting, the Father should vanish. Only then you could honestly say that your remembrance is as powerful as a fire with which the transformation can take place. Which takes place. Okay, Om Shanti. all the teachers who have come for Yog Bhatti, your food arrangements are in Anand Sarovar. You can just have your breakfast and meals there. And your Amrit Vela and Murli class will be in Divya Anubhuti Hall. All the brothers and sisters of BK Colony are requested to be at Dadiji's meeting hall, where Rukmini Didiji will give the fruit. Mr. There is the ICICI card, debit card, whose name is Pawan Kumar. The card holder's name is Pawan Kumar. As you can just collect it from Lost and Found department or from me. So as you know, the pipeline which is connected from the river, it's broken. So you are cautioned here to use the water very carefully according to your requirement. Let there not be any kind of wastage. Let's remember Baba for a few minutes.
मुस्कान आपकी बाबा, जन्मों के गम हर लेती है, जैसे सूरज की आके किरण, जैसे सूरज की आके किरण अंधियार दूर कर देती है। मुस्कान आपकी बाबा, जन्मों के गम हर लेती है, मुस्कान आपकी बाबा। छलकाती है अमृत धारा, आपकी वाणी ओ बाबा, छलकाती है अमृत धारा, आपके नैन के नूर से है उजियारा ही उजियारा, आपके नैन के नूर से है उजियारा ही उजियारा। सतरंगी इंद्रधनुष बनकर, सतरंगी इंद्रधनुष बनकर ये मधुर याद भर देती है। मुस्कान आपके बाबा, जन्मों के गम हर लेती है, मुस्कान आपके बाबा।
Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Gulzar Ji. That is the rubbish of the waste thoughts. If you keep in your heart Actually, you're not supposed to even keep, because we have just let Baba sit in our heart. So we raised our hands when even Baba asked this. So where is the space to have these waste thoughts? So what will you do to put an end to these waste thoughts? Just like everyone wishes to put an end. So if you ask just children, if they do something wrong against their wish, because sometimes even we don't wish to keep such things, what should we do then? Because thoughts arise in the mind, right? So we must keep our mind busy. Om Shanti.